Alright, I know I'm live right now, but nobody's in here right now, so I'm just going to give it a few moments before I start seeing people come on. Once I see people get in here, more people, I will begin the actual live. So those of you that are watching this after it's been recorded, I'm just waiting for more people to get into the room before I actually start it. There's only a few in here right now. Those of you that are joining me, I'm just waiting for a few more people to get in here before I could actually start talking. But I am going to be talking about the UAP drone orb situation. I do have some inside knowledge about what is really going on, and I'm going to be putting that together in a video, and I will be launching that tomorrow. You guys are not going to want to miss that. This is a very powerful video that I got coming up for you guys tomorrow. It completely blew my mind. What is going on, actually, I could say this, I know what's going on, but what is going on completely took me off. It wasn't what I thought, let's just put it that way. What's really going on is not what I thought it was. To a degree it was, but not like this. And there's no way that the entire world is not going to know the truth very soon. There's nothing, no government entity, no black ops program. There's nothing that they could do to stop this truth from coming out. Hello, Catherine. First of all, can you guys hear me all right? I like to make sure people can hear me. Another thing, too, that would help out. I was on TikTok. Catherine, I don't know if you were on my TikTok, but I had over 16,000 followers. I had a huge following. I would start a live and there would be at least 500 people joining, like right off the bat. I have an appeal in on my TikTok to get my account back. I think I'm gonna get it back. But I had to start over here on YouTube, and I'm only at about 544 subscribers. So it just really takes the wind out of my sails when I go live now and I see two people in the room. I'm not used to this at all. This is completely different ground for me. But Catherine, and thank you for letting me know that you could hear me. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I have inside knowledge about what's really going on, and I will be putting that in a video and launching it tomorrow. It doesn't matter if I launch it because the entire world is going to know this. And there's nothing, no government body or any kind of organization, black operations, anything, world elites, none of them are going to be able to stop the entire world from knowing the truth. Okay, I'm glad you heard that. Another thing I wanted to mention too, guys, is my most recent upload. It was about a girl that I dated, okay? And it was what she did to me, and it's what I found out about her. That video was very out of character and does not reflect by any means the content, the normal content that you will be getting on this channel. But if you watch that short, it's 100% true, and I felt that it was important to get that message out. That is why I posted it. But if you guys have noticed, it seems like the hype of the drones has died down. The media, at first, they weren't covering it, but then all of a sudden, they started to cover it. And it was gaining ground. It was really gaining ground. It was ramping up to where I thought, wow, something big's going to be announced or something like that. And then Christmas came, and then it was like curtains. Nobody's covering it anymore. I get on YouTube and I do search filters, and I'm searching for drone updates, orb updates, and I'm seeing nothing from the mainstream media anymore. It's only personal accounts that are showing videos of what they're seeing. And it is an absolute fact that this situation is not dying down. It's actually amplified. And in the video that I'm going to show tomorrow, you're going to know why it's not going to die down. And it's only going to get more and more frequent. Now, a lot of you guys and girls, I'm going to give you a hint, okay, about what's going on. I'm going to give you a hint. If you are not religious, if you do not believe that Jesus Christ came down, that God himself humbled himself and incarnated into a man to come down on earth to die for all of us so that we shall be forgiven and given eternal life, everlasting life. I don't know, Catherine, if you believe in that, but I'm going to tell you something. Really, really soon, everybody's going to know that that's true. And I suggest, actually, I urge you guys to, if you have not turned to Christ, to do it now. I would do it right this second. I would fall to my knees. I would pray to Jesus. I would confess your sins. And tell him that you know he is real. You thank him for his sacrifice, and that you give your soul to Jesus. Because what is coming, whatever side of the fence you're on, Team Jesus or you're into the tarot cards, or you're into Buddha. If you're into all of that, you're on the wrong team, and it's going to be too late for you. It's going to be too late. I think our government is absolutely ridiculous to say to the American people that you're not seeing anything. You are mistaking these objects for planes and recreational drones. Guys, people ain't even talking about the drones anymore. They're talking about the orbs. These orbs are actually morphing into drones or even into small aircraft. It's like these orbs could do whatever they want. I don't understand them. And based on what I know now, I understand why they could do this. And I think what's going on is that, keep in mind, guys, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I know, but I'll reveal it all in the video tomorrow. But what you're seeing going on right now is you're seeing angels, these orbs. Keep in mind, there are angelic angels, heavenly angels, and then there's the fallen angels. And you're seeing both. And what's going on right now is the preparation for Armageddon. The Battle of Armageddon is about to begin. Okay? Some say that there's going to be a rapture. The Bible doesn't mention rapture. I don't know where they get it from, but I do know that a lot of Christians believe that before the Battle of Armageddon, that they will be raptured to heaven, and they won't have to go through that battle. You know what? I'm just going to come out and just say it. I mean, I'm already giving too much of it away, guys. Okay? I spoke to someone, okay? I know a lot of things. I've been associated with Anonymous since 2008. I kind of went in and out, and I really got back into Anonymous in the year 2013. And I've been running with them ever since. Some years I'm more involved, some years I'm not. Now, way back in the day when I was like 17, I was, just learning the art of hacking. And I was a loose cannon. I was dangerous. I actually got kicked out of school for shutting computers down in the school library. Shutting chat rooms down, actually, is what I did. There was an old chat room called PattyNet. And I got a lot of people to go in there, and I used JavaScript to shut the room down by using the HR, the horizontal roll code. And if you would spam that code, the chat room couldn't withstand it, and it would crash it. So I got kicked out of school, and then I remember there was a program I had, I had IP sniffers, and then I would sniff people's IPs, and then there was a program that I had where I could put their IP in. The program was called Bitch Slap, okay? And when you put their IP in and you hit slap, it would knock them offline and they would have to reboot. Now, these are old school hacking things, okay? It wasn't even truly hacking. I was using hackers programs. There was programs such as Sub 7, okay? And how I would hack a lot of people's social medias and emails is I would send them a Trojan. I would disguise it as a photo. And when they clicked on the photo, nothing would happen. So I would wait for them to say, "Hey, Michael, your picture didn't work." Nothing happened. As soon as they did that, I knew I had them because it activated the Trojan. I already had their IP, so what I would do is I would say, "Okay, what's your email? I'm going to email it to you." They would give me their email address. Then what I would do is I would open up what's called a keylogger. In that keylogger, anything that person typed on their computer would be coming across the screen on my computer. So when they typed in www.hotmail.com, like back in the day, I would see they were going to their email and they would type their password in. And then I would have their password because I seen it in the keylogger. This is how it all began for me. So I was really malicious back in the day. Got in trouble a couple of times. But now I'm so much more advanced to where I could actually write my own stuff. And today, I'm what you would call an ethical hacker, okay? Ethical. I don't harm people anymore. I help people that can't be helped. Or I help people that can't help themselves, okay? I do that. That's what I do. And being involved in Anonymous, I have access to information that normal civilian, regular people, they don't have access to that. So based on what I'm involved in is where I'm getting my information about what's really going on with the drones. The drones are us. That's the United States military observing the orbs. That's what it is. And there have been so many orbs that the government, the US government is sending up hundreds of drones to confuse us, to take our sights off of the orbs. Okay? Keep in mind, our government is evil to the core. They know what's going on. Our government is truly satanic. They are. Trust me. I think you all know that without me even having to say it. They are literally satanic. They don't care what happens to you. They only care about power and money. And that's not going to mean jack crap very, very soon. And if you're new in here, I would really appreciate it if you would like this live and if you would subscribe to my channel. Like I said earlier, I was on TikTok, banned for telling the truth. I had over 16,000 followers, okay? And now I have 544 subscribers on here last I checked. So this is very different for me to talk to a crowd of 4 people. I'm used to thousands. So this is different. But you guys are individuals. And I don't care if there's just one of you in here. I'm going to continue talking because you're a person. And numbers do not decrease your value. Okay? Now, I do cover the UAP topics and the paranormal a little bit. I don't like to dabble into that anymore. I used to ghost hunt back in the day, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. God warns against it. In fact, He forbids it. And I would always hear people say things like, oh, you know, I'm going to go out into the field, but it's okay because I'm asking God to surround me with His light to protect me. Do you really think God's going to do that for you when He forbids you to do that in the first place? No. He's already warned you not to do it. So you're on your own when you go out there. And I'm going to tell you something. It's real. But you're not talking to dead relatives. You're not talking to the dead people. You're talking to demons. And I have one video on this channel. I think it's titled something like, do you want to hear what an actual demon sounds like? Click here. And there you go. But I don't like to expose you guys to that. So I think I'm really going to steer away from that. I don't even know if I want to keep that video up. Because I hear that even if it's not you, the one that's doing the ghost hunting, I like to call it demon hunting. But even if it's not you doing it, that bad things can happen to you and things can attach to you. And I don't want that because I had it happen to me. And it was bad times for me for many, many years, guys. Okay? I've had a very rough life. A very, very rough life. I've been through probably more than any of you guys can comprehend. And I'm not trying to get self-pity. I'm just saying, I'm a man with experience. I'm 45 years old. When I was 16, okay, I used to play the sport of hockey. I was a goalie. Okay? I was a goalie. I was really good. And at 16, I got diagnosed with a disease called ulcerative colitis. Okay? Well, when I was 19, I actually got invited to a tryout for the NHL team, the Buffalo Sabres. When I went up there for my tryout, I was sick as death from colitis. And I was unable to do the actual tryout. But they were kind enough to let the players shoot on me, the NHLers, and I'll never forget that experience. But I often think, I'm 45 years old now. I would have only been retired from the NHL probably for a few years by now. And that's sad to think about what I could have had. But with that disease, I developed something called toxic megacolon, life-threatening. I had to have emergency surgery to have my entire colon removed. I woke up wearing a bag. Okay? Then I had to have 3 surgeries because of this. They removed my colon, they attached the bag. Then they had to go inside, and with my small intestines, they had to create something called a J pouch, because eventually the bag was going to be removed. Then they also removed my rectum, okay? And this J pouch was going to replace my rectum. So in the 3rd surgery, what they did was they connected the J pouch to the anus, to where you could go to the bathroom normally. Alright? Fast forward, 2019, I developed a cyst on my pancreas. It was growing out of control. They thought that it was cancer. So again, I had to go have surgery. The surgeon had to remove my spleen, which was healthy, a healthy spleen. Also, he had to remove my gallbladder, which was healthy. Then he had to dig into my pancreas and cut half of it out. I only have half a pancreas now, only to find out that it was what they call a pseudocyst, which is totally benign. So as a result of all that surgery, having half a pancreas, I am now diabetic for the rest of my life. And actually, if you guys hear a beep in the background, that's actually my meter going off saying that my sugar's high. Now, I just looked and it was in the 200s, so I'm alright right now. But yeah, I had lost a healthy spleen, a healthy gallbladder, and half my pancreas, and became diabetic, all because of a pseudocyst. Fast forward to 2022, okay? I had problems with my J pouch, so they had to do surgery. I had to wear a bag again for 2 years this time. Try dating someone. Try dating someone and explaining that to them. When I had it the first time, I was with my ex-wife, so it was different. Try going into a relationship and putting that one on a girl and see how they feel. Not too many are accepting. Long story short, on October 7th, I had my final surgery, bag removed, it'll never go back on, I'm 100%. So I'm really good about that. And guys, I'm sorry for going on about my health. I don't know why, I just felt like I had to explain for what I just said. I've been through a lot. And I guess why I said that, and that I'm a hacker, is when you go through things so extreme, it humbles you. It humbles you in life, and it makes you a different person. It really does. And that's what it did to me. But back to the drones and the UFOs and the orbs and all that. What's going on is you have both heavenly angels that you're seeing in the sky, and you also are seeing fallen angels. I don't know which ones are what. I don't know. I don't know how to tell that. They all look bizarre and wild. I don't know which ones are good and which ones are bad. But I do know this, that they are preparing for the Battle of Armageddon. I will say this, being an anonymous, I got to see photos of the Nephilim. The Nephilim are here right now, underground. They are actually in underground scientific facilities, working with our scientists, preparing for a galactic war with God. And get this, they actually believe that they're gonna win. Okay? So I think they're coming out now. I think that's what's going on, this war. That's what they were preparing for, is what is going on right now. You're even seeing some of these orbs drip down. It looks like they're dripping something. And this guy filmed one over his house. Well, it was off in the distance. He was in his yard. And this orb was dripping something. It looked like a molten lava or something. Well, the next day he went out there and he found like metal, chunks of metal. And it's all on video. He has it all on video. You could see it dropping it, and then you could see him go get it the next day. I don't know what that means. So when it comes down to angels and demons, I don't know what that is. It's weird. None of us know all of the answers. I believe that President Trump, when he gets in office, God willing, he makes it, because there are so many people wanting to take that man's life and keep him from being president, because he will put an end to all these wars. Now, that being said, I think that God's angels are some of these UFOs that have been seen over U.S. air bases, nuclear facilities actually, and have taken the nuclear missiles completely offline. I don't know if you guys know about that, but these UFOs, these orbs, were documented by military officials appearing over nuclear bases and taking the nuclear missiles offline. And the military couldn't do anything about it. And then all at once, they came back online. So I will tell you this right now. I think that was God's angels. And I don't believe God's angels, God, will allow a nuclear annihilation of Earth. I don't believe that. Sorry, buddy. Your voice is roboting. I don't even know what you mean by that, man. If you're trolling me, it's alright. I don't care. I'm used to it. I'm actually sick. I will tell you that. I sure hope I don't got the big C again. I just had it not long ago. Oh, I appreciate that, then, man. I don't know. I get a lot of people that come on here and they'll bust at me and poke fun. And it's alright. It's funny because when I was on TikTok before my ban, when I had 16,000 followers, I would get all these comments that I would have to approve because they were hateful. And no matter what it was, I approved everything. no matter what they said about me, because I believe in freedom of speech. And I don't silence people. I like to give people, they could say whatever they want. Very curious about what I have to say. I've been talking for about 35 minutes. And what I was saying is I know exactly what's going on with the orbs and the drones. The orbs, okay, listen. A lot of people that aren't religious are not going to want to hear this. And that's alright, because the truth is the truth. These orbs have been appearing. The video tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to reveal the whole thing in the video tomorrow. But in a short nutshell here, what's going on is that these orbs started appearing in the sky all over the place. And the government had sent drones up to observe them, to see what they were doing. And these orbs just started increasing everywhere. And basically, the United States panicked. And they didn't want people to know what was going on. So they were sending up drones in the masses. And that way our attention would go to them instead of the orbs. It's not working, because now the orbs, it's a worldwide event, guys. This is going on all over the world right now. And it's orbs now. It's not drones. It's funny because you're not seeing drones all over the world anymore. You're just seeing orbs. We only got so many drones. We only have so many drones, so they can't keep up with the orbs. And basically, the media has just been told, do not cover this anymore. You're definitely going to want to check it out tomorrow. It's probably going to be one of the most powerful videos ever to go on YouTube, and I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying. It's probably going to be that. And people really need to watch it. It's going to be fact. No assuming, no misinformation. I don't do that. I'm a man of integrity, and I would never lead you guys astray on purpose. And if I did, and I found out that I did, I would admit that I was wrong, and I would quickly correct my mistake. Yeah, you're right. Amos Tall, you're right. Halfway right. Orbs are totally demonic. Listen, yes, some of those orbs are demonic, and some of those orbs are angels, like the good angels. It's hard to talk about angels because you got fallen angels, and then you still got the good angels up there. And you're seeing both, bud. And what's going on is the battlefield is being set. The Battle of Armageddon is upon us. I never thought, growing up, I always heard about Armageddon as a kid, and it scared me. And then as I grew, and I started seeing the signs, I would see signs, like weather changes, and signs of the Bible, and how the Euphrates River is drying up, and I would see all this and see all that, but then things would kind of die down, and nothing would happen, and And then all of a sudden there was a shift. Right around 2012, actually. There was a massive shift. And the signs just started going haywire. And now it's like biblical, the signs. I never thought that it would actually live through Armageddon. And we're all about to do that. We're all about to do that. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. 2025 is going to be a very bad year. You think 2024 was bad? Nope. Not at all. This is a cakewalk, guys. This is a cakewalk. The people that fought in World War I, II, Vietnam, Iraq, that's a cakewalk compared to what's coming in 2025. And it sucks. I wish I could say otherwise, but Amos Tall's right. 2025 and beyond is going to be very, very bad. And just because I'm some dude that's an anonymous, I'm scared. I cannot lie to you guys and say that I'm not afraid. Knowing what I know, I'm scared. Yeah, I believe in Jesus, but I've sinned so much in my life. And yes, I begged for forgiveness and repented. I got baptized, but after I was baptized, I sinned again and again and again and again. So I always ask myself, or I think to myself, when I meet Jesus, is he really going to accept me based on what I've done? I mean, I've never killed anybody, I've never raped anybody, or even beat anybody up, really. I mean, I've been in fights, but I didn't brutally beat them. Never done anything majorly bad. But I still ask myself, will Christ truly accept me? And that's scary. I'm sorry, I'm just reading some text here, guys. Okay, Explorer. So, from what you're telling me, the people that you've done wrong to, that you must say that you're sorry, he will accept you, and his name really isn't Jesus. Call him by his right name, because Jesus is a false name. Yeah, it's Yeshua. Is that correct, Yeshua? Is that what Jesus' real name is, Yeshua or Yahshua? I've heard something like that, Yeshua. And also, what you're saying, yeah, I would never pray to a man. I would never call a man father. That's why I don't agree with Catholicism. I don't believe what Catholics do and all that. I just don't do it. I believe in praying to God himself. But explore what you're saying is to be forgiven, that you have to repent to the actual people that you've harmed? Is that what you're saying? What if you are, because if that's the case, what about if you can't reach those people anymore? How would you do that? Like, for example, okay, if you guys watched the video about my ex-girlfriend, okay, listen, I'm going to tell you the story about my ex-girlfriend. If you guys don't mind, let me just get this off my chest. Because I have a video about her online right now. It's on my channel. It's the very last short video that I did, that I posted on here if you want to check it out. Okay? What I did, no, what do you mean by no? No, you don't want me to talk about it, or no, you don't mind? Catherine. Where are you, Catherine? So, no, you don't want me to do you know her? Are you... It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if she has people watching me right now. Explore, you're talking about Christ consciousness, right? Yeah, tall. I actually was an addict. From all the surgeries that I had, I got addicted to prescription pain medication. Okay? And I would black out all the time. I never did, like, hard drugs. I never did needles, never did heroin, meth, nothing. But I abused the hell out of pain pills, prescription meds, and that's why my ex-wife left me. Well, when she left, I went homeless, and I would check myself into mental institutions and say I was suicidal just to have a place to live, to have shelter. I ended up going to rehab for 6 months. I've been sober ever since. It's the best thing I ever did in my life. Let me catch up here. I would ask them through forgiveness of, like, a prayer to them, asking them for their forgiveness. Yeah. I kind of retaliated on my ex-girlfriend, man. I really did. I really did. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a piece of crap doing it. Yeah, see, I don't like going to churches because I don't know why the churches won't talk about, what is it, all 82 books? I don't know why they don't teach the Ethiopian Bible, because it's got all the books. That's where Christianity stems from, is Africa, Ethiopia. They're only teaching, what, 66 books? There's 66 books in, like, the King James? Hey, Explorer, listen. Email me, man. My email, if you look at my videos, all my contact information is in there. It is MichaelLeonard183 at gmail.com. I would really like to get in touch with you and have some deep conversations with you. And if you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could be a guest on my podcast on here. I go live from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time every Monday and every Friday. What do you mean by I thought Jesus came to the Jews first? You know what? That's what's weird about me, or weird to me, is Jews do not believe Jesus is the Messiah. Did you guys know that Jews are still waiting on the Messiah? They don't even believe the Messiah has been here yet. Thank you, Catherine. Because I've actually thought about getting baptized again. You want to know what caused me to get baptized the first time? Is after I went ghost hunting. It's the last time I ever did it. And if you guys know what EVP is, it's called electronic voice phenomena. It's where you take a digital recorder and you hit record at like where you think a haunted place is at. This time it was in a graveyard, and I was literally cussed out by a demon, and you could hear it. There were 3 of us there, and it was so vile and so scary that it was on a Saturday. The very next day I went to church and the service had already ended, and I told the priest, and that man took me in there and baptized me. There was nobody around, but he baptized me right then and there. That's how scared I was. Luca, the video I'm going to post tomorrow is going to answer your question about the brink of the rapture, okay? If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, because the video I'm going to post tomorrow is going to explain exactly what's going on with the orbs and the drones, all these sightings, and what you just said about the rapture. You're going to want to hear what's in this video tomorrow. It's a big one, I'm telling you. You do not want to miss it. Uncloudly Day Willie Nelson. What's that mean? I know Willie Nelson is. Yeah, Luke, you are right. You are right, buddy. You gotta watch the video tomorrow. Trust me, this is gonna be right up your alley. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when it's launched. You're not gonna want to miss it, man. I'm telling you, I promise you, you gotta see this. the Ethiopian Bible is the only Bible that is correct. Yes, you are right. And you know what's funny? You can't even find them, the Ethiopian Bibles. You have to contact the church directly. Go to Amazon. You're not going to get a right Ethiopian Bible. They're hard to find in English. They are hard to find in English, guys. And I think that is done on purpose to lead us astray. You're fine, buddy. Yeah, Catherine, I know. That's what I don't understand. That's what's so crazy. Is that the Jews, like you'll see Christian ladies, walking. There's video of Christian ladies walking, or standing outside your church, and Jewish men walking by, mocking them and spitting on them. And I'm going to tell you what, guys. Listen, you guys have stayed here for my full podcast. This is actually my first episode. And I've been so caught up with my ex-girlfriend because this just happened. And I'm sick. I had a friend on here, Squatch. I'm sad he's not in here. But listen, if it wasn't for him commenting on the video I put out about her, I would have never remembered to have done this. And I'm thankful for him. So Squatch, thank you. Shout out to you, buddy. But listen, guys. Like I said, I had 16,000 followers on TikTok. When you have that many people, you get a lot of messages. You get a lot of comments. Personal messages, I will always respond. Comments, I will try to keep up. Comments can get overwhelming. They really can. Try to tag me in a comment. I don't have a big following here on YouTube yet, so I can respond to all my comments. But personal messages on TikTok, I would reply to them all. All of them. I answer every message sent to me because I love you guys. You guys, okay, listen. I might be the brains of this operation, but you're the heart that keeps these brains alive. Without you guys, I am nothing. Catherine, thank you. I will try to get back on TikTok. I'm in contact with them now. It's being under review. Pray for me that I could come back there. My fans loved me there. I need to come back for them. I really do. Some of them caught a few of my videos and were able to get here. And I'm up to 500 something, but that's not even a fraction of what I had. But hey, I do have a TikTok open now as a backup, just in case I don't, just in case I can't get back on. Am I able to type on here? I'm trying to see if I'm able to type. I don't even know if I could type on here. What is this? Alright, listen. My new name on TikTok for now is MichaelLeonard183. MichaelLeonard183. My TikTok that is banned is MichaelLeonard183, all one word. I'm trying to get that one back. But I just created this one for a backup. I haven't done much there, so if you guys want to follow me there, just in case, because I think TikTok's going to stay. Because Donald Trump says he has a soft spot for TikTok now because of the younger audience voting for him, promoting him on TikTok. So MichaelLeonard183 is my TikTok. If you follow me there, send me a message and tell me you are from this podcast tonight. Hey Squats, I'm just about to end right now, buddy. I'm turning it off just now. I actually just talked about you. I said, oh, I'm bummed my buddy ain't here. I was telling him how you reminded me to come on here. So, and I gave you a shout out, dude. And what I would like to do for you, Squads, is, no, I didn't actually. I didn't. I have to take my mask off to do it anyway. But listen, buddy. I know you're big on Bigfoot. And I want to bring you on live. And I want to talk about your YouTube and your research if you would like to do that. I would like to do that for you. Because I'm doing a podcast live every Monday and every Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Hey, I have it right here. And I can't wait to hit it. But guys and girls, as you could hear, I'm sick. Yeah, Squats, send me a message, bud, if you would like to do a show with me. And we'll do that. But, alright guys and girls, I gotta hop off right now. My diabetic meter is going off for me to take insulin. It's been beeping out for this entire podcast. So I gotta go check it. Listen, like I said, I might be the brains of this operation, but you're the heart that keeps the brain alive. I love all you guys. I mean it. When I say I love you all, I mean it. I love you all. You guys have a blessed evening. Good night.